Good evening, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Tonight, we didn't move the cows onto the strip. We gave them a double strip this morning. The reason we gave them a double strip of stockpile was we wanted to make sure they had enough to eat without any hay, because we didn't have a place to unroll any hay. We don't like rolling hay out over stockpile. So here's what they'll be on tomorrow. We've got 5 more paddocks set up here. This is a 20-acre paddock. We're gonna get 6 out of it. See, it's pretty good stockpile. I know, y'all look at it, looks like a bunch of dried grass to me, but it's not. Just closer inspection, you can see the green in there, and they're gonna go after that like it's a ice cream. We are January 29th. So January is about shot. We're looking at February. Anyway, we sat down on our grazing planning chart, and we're going to make it till February 26th here on Doxon. And then we'll be walking them down the road to the Judy farm, and we'll be there until about April 6th or 8th. And at that time, we're going to be grazing. It's going to be, I'm saying a normal year, assuming we get some rain. We're pretty dry here. That pond down there is where we're getting our water. We've got a tank down below it, sitting on concrete, but it's a 400-gallon tank, and we hadn't been here all summer. All winter. It hadn't been here since the summer. Anyway, the boys cut the ice off this morning, and it was about 12 inches thick. So they had neoprene gloves on, and it still was cold. But we unrolled 2 bales. There's still a little residue out there for them to chew on, besides the stockpile. We don't have bare ground by any means, but the cows are eating the hay. It is really good hay. It's some more of those bales that you just go and go and go and go. That's 1 bale. The boys just went across the fence over there to get another one. So it's nice to have your bales located where you need them. We knew we were going to be feeding some hay back here this winter, so all the hay's already preset. And, you know, if it gets really muddy on you, you're not going to be able to get hay back here. We've got the sea salt in that feeder right there. And to get a little more consumption on it, we had a bag of dried molasses that we were using. We were putting those molasses earlier in the year. We tried kelp. You know, we tried it. We tried everything just to try and knock back on our pink eye, and I don't think any of it really helped that much. The thing that seemed to help the best was getting them moving and getting more grass in them and less clover. I think our pastures had too much clover in them. That was part of it. So the cattle were getting excess protein, kind of blocking up their immune system a little bit. But this doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. We've got a real slow leak in our water pipe right in front of the shutoff on that pond. And Isaac's back there right now with a shovel, just making a trough on top of the concrete, because it's making the cattle are still standing on concrete to drink, but it's just got a little bit of muddy accumulation back because of that leak. But the ground froze and everything. I don't want to be digging around in frozen ground. We're gonna wait till it gets a little warmer. And it's been that way all winter. You can see the pond, it might be down 6 inches from where it was in the fall. But you can't see the pipe. I mean, it's still got probably 2 million gallons of water in that pond. And we've got, we're gonna be on this pond for, well, there's 5 more moves. That's 2.5 days. A day and a half over there. That's 3.5 over there. We're gonna be on this pond probably about another 10 days. Then we'll be moving to the next pond. But cattle are really looking good. We've lost a lot of our snow today. It got up to 48, and I'm not complaining about it. There's a little patch of snow right there. Get a good rock. Setting up in the middle of the field. I'll throw it over here in this multifer rose bush. Somebody doesn't hit that with a pulley. There you can see the cedar trees. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 cedar trees in there. That's for the fish habitat. The small fish get in there and reproduce, and the big fish can't catch them. So that works pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that pond's down probably close to a foot. Still a lot of water. We get some warm weather, we're going to be back here fixing this thing. So what we're going to have to do is basically do exactly what I did on my neighbor's lake. Y'all remember that video where my neighbor pretty much thought he was hosed. He was letting his lake drain, and all it was the shutoff was snapped off on the back, and I was able to fix that. It's frozen down there, isn't it? Yeah. I was gonna look at your icicles back here, how big they were.
That was probably one of the hardest things I had to cut off. It took forever to get a hole for the water, and then it took forever to get a hole big enough to break chunks into.
Oh yeah, well, the cattle still have good footing back here.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of concrete that's dry.
Oh yeah, this is nothing. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, you got a pretty good V in there.
Yeah,
for the ground being froze.
If it gets too deep, it'll drain for sure.
So what's happening, folks, is this shutoff over here, right in front of it, the pipe has got a hole in it. And so even when you shut the valve off, there's still water coming out. So we're gonna bring a mini track hoe in here and dig a hole, dig this whole thing out, have our new valve ready, and we're gonna plumb it, go ahead and plumb right on, and then just hook right onto this pipe that goes over and feeds that tank. So right here's the, right there's the edge of the concrete. So it's gonna be challenging to say the least, but we can do it. You gotta have a mini hoe. You can't dig that out. Well, you could with a spade, but it's gonna take you a day. We can have Johnny come in here and dig that up in just a little bit of time. You see it's leaking, there's water. It's a real slow leak. Anyway, that water's coming out of that pipe, and it's going under this concrete pad, and it's coming out over here.
I think we need to shorten it a little bit too.
What's that?
Starting to leak out of there. Just barely.
Yeah. Can we do that?
Yeah, I'll shorten it up.
That's probably where that water's coming from.
It's just barely.
Yeah, but barely 24 hours, that would make that.
Yeah.
That might be where that was coming from. We've got a brand new tank. This one's got a split in it. It's been in here 21 years. So I bought 3 new ones last year. We've got one in. This one I didn't remember it being split. It sure as heck is.
That might have been our problem last time and this time. Although we didn't see a leak last time, if I remember.
It's coming out of there.
Yeah, it is definitely right now.
I mean, that little dribble right there, 24/7, that's gonna do that right there. If you could tie a knot in that string.
Yeah.
Can you feel the string?
Yeah. It's up on the, oh, it's cold.
Do you need me to hold that float down while you're trying to tie it?
I'm trying to think of the best way to undo it. 'Cause it's tied around that arm. I'll probably untie it there and then tighten it up a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video so I can assist him. Looks like he's gonna have a cold deal right here. At least the sun's shining. There's the bucket they've been using to dip the ice out of. Just a 5-gallon bucket with 1-inch holes drilled in it. And this is the ice. There's the thickness of it right there. That one there's probably 10 inches. Man, there's some chunks there. You can make a lot of ice cream with that. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, folks, and you all have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you down the road. And hit that subscribe button on the way out, and everyone have a safe day.